Greyhawk channel. I am Sean, and with me today, Chloe couldn't make it. She's in the Grand Canyon, so it's 3 players today. And unfortunately, Lauren Irwin will no longer be playing in this game. She's like super busy, so we were lucky to have her as long as we did. And so Kika has been kind enough to like jump in. Thank you so much for joining our game. I really hope you like it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with you guys.
So, um, all right, we missed last week. Let me catch everybody up. The group is exploring the legendary dungeon underneath Castle Greyhawk. We're doing some old school stuff where the gold that you find becomes XP when you go to the city, and when you gain a level, you have to train for a week. Um, and let's see, Doug, can you describe your character?
Sure. Gooseman Goosefan is a Sverfneblin druid circle of the spores. He is a short, squat little fella who carries a big mushroom stock staff and has a mushroom cap. And he's kind of a dirty little fella. He likes to sleep in the dirt and stuff.
And Dylan, can you describe your character?
Yeah. I'm Gundar Varkstone, dwarf arcana cleric. He's grumpy a lot of the time, mysterious and shadowy, has lots of tattoos, might have some questionable business contacts, whatever.
Hmm.
It happens.
Okay. And Kika, you're playing Litria. Can you describe what your character looks like, please?
Litria is a sort of 5'4" tall wood elf with dark coppery hair and bright green eyes, and she is an arcane trickster and was raised in the circus.
Okay. The circus. Now, tell me if any of this doesn't sound okay with your character. We can switch it up. The circus is run by Rohisia, she's got a whip, and she doesn't take any guff. And the circus has some animals, and they are always looking for adventurers to bring them new monsters for them to cage up. So they have like a hippogriff and an owlbear, and the hippogriff and the owlbear are not in great shape. And a lot of times, like kids who come to the circus, like tease the animals and poke them with sticks and stuff like that. So,
And I run them off, little bastards.
That's
so,
and you help nurse him back to health too a little bit.
Yeah, true.
so Kika, at some point, Rohisia approached you and asked you. You probably know of this person, Salem Kane, who's one of Rohisia's like, I don't want to say favorite, but someone that interacts with Rohisia a lot. And she asks you to go find Salem. Basically, what she wants for you. Let's say it's the middle of the day. She calls you into her tent. Do you go in?
Yeah.
Okay. Rohisia's there, long black hair. She's kind of pale. Um, and she says, Litria, um, Salem is running around in that dungeon, and something has come up, and we need to get her out of there. I have a proposal for you. Um, how do you feel about danger?
Do you want me to rescue her?
Well, she might not need rescuing. What I want is for you to take her place and explore the dungeon on my behalf, on the behalf of the circus, and of all the children of the free city of Greyhawk. And it can make the circus better. Is this something you'd be interested in?
She like climbs into a chair and like sits with her like legs crossed in the chair and like strikes a pose as she's pretending to think about it.
Uh,
You know what? I'll do it just for you.
He just says, "That's great. All right. So what I would like for you is there's a lot of secrets down there in Castle Greyhawk.
Oh, I love secrets.
Yeah, valuable secrets. There's demi-planes down there, magical realms. One is connected to each level. If we can find out
How do
what's
they
in
fit
them,
them in there?
it's magic. It's crazy.
Oh,
So if you find any unique monsters, please keep them alive and drag them back here. And any secrets like new spells or new
smells.
ways to get to magical realms, or even if you make friends with if they have like some kind of weird community down there and you make friends with them, maybe we can work out an
Elephants.
arrangement with them. And I mean, you'll be rewarded, Litria. I mean, is there anything in particular you would like in exchange for these kind of things? I mean, money.
I want a magic hat.
She's just like a top hat. I mean, what kind of hat?
No. I want a very fetching hat, like a cavalier's hat.
She like quietly looks away for a minute. You hear her mutter something like, "Where am I gonna get?" She's like, "Okay, all right." And also remember, the circus is situated outside the free city of Greyhawk. Remember that we're not allowed in the free city of Greyhawk because the Guild of Thieves thinks we're encroaching on their territory.
So I'll need a disguise.
Yes, yes, but just don't do anything to make us look bad, and if possible, get on the good side of the Guild of Thieves, so maybe we can go in there and work something out.
Okay,
But
so only rob people outside of the city. Got it.
Jesus, but really, Litria, the Guild of Thieves, they're not run. They're run by a fellow named Arental, and he's not the best. You know, I feel like I personally would do a better job running this Guild of Thieves.
So you want me to usurp him and place you as the new leader of the Guild of Thieves? Got it.
She says, "You're so smart." Okay, all right then. So please go to the ruins of Castle Greyhawk and tag out Salem Kane. And I can tell you what I know about the others. The ones she's traveling with. They keep hiring people who die. So there's that. There's a little.
That doesn't sound like a sound business practice.
No. I try to keep my employees alive. That's just
I'm very
me.
grateful for that.
Although, like the tightrope walkers, you know, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Hey, I've never fallen off a tightrope in my life.
It's just the odds are overwhelming. They call themselves the Iron Dabbers, and they do a thing. Yeah, it's like this. So if you want to fit in with them, you might need to do that once in a while, or not, whatever.
Well, like that?
Yeah, like that. I think that's right. I think you've got it pretty much.
Okay.
And she says, okay, so there's a little gnome, a dirty fungus gnome. I don't think you need to worry about him. He's out. He's permanently out to lunch. There's a little dwarf with all these tattoos who kind of definitely gotta keep your eye on him. He seems fairly evil. And then the one you're really gonna have to watch out for. They have a paladin with them, and she's very, high maintenance and just difficult. Just like holds everything to a certain standard. She's one of the ones who doesn't understand how the world really works. That's the problem with her. So, just so you know, if you're, and don't forget, when you bring me something good, you will have a magical hat waiting for you. Do you want
Oh, really?
Do you
I've
want?
always wanted a magical hat.
Well, yeah. Do you want to have a feather in the hat, or is
Of
this
course. What kind of hat doesn't have a feather?
does it have a color or anything? Color preference?
It's a critical moment, critical decision.
Lavender.
She's like, okay, all right. She says, all right, I've got to go yell at the bearded people. So Good luck, Litria. Don't die.
I'll do my best.
All right. So
And I roll backwards out of the chair and walk on my hands out the tent.
okay. So, do you go to the ruins of Castle Greyhawk?
Yes, but I'm in disguise.
What's the disguise?
I am disguised as an old beggar lady.
Really? Okay. All right, you're an old beggar lady. Oh, just so you know this. There's a guild of thieves. There's also the Beggars Union, who's basically like just a guild of beggars, and they clash with the thieves a lot, and they've had wars before, and supposedly another war between them is brewing. So, something else you might know. All right. So you're gonna put on your beggar costume, and you're gonna go to the ruins of Castle Greyhawk.
Yes.
Okay. So the ruins are outside the city. It's like a mile away, something like that. It's real sunny out, real nice, blue sky, clouds, field of kind of grass. It should be taller, but it's not. It's like somebody mowed it. And up ahead you see the ruins of a castle. And I mean, it's just like a foundation and a few chunks of stone. And standing there are two elves, one male and one female. And they are possessed of otherworldly beauty, and they're wearing leather armor, and they have bows and short swords. You see them up ahead in the ruins. What would you like to do?
Can I sort of try to stealth around and like get a good look at them to keep an eye on what they're doing?
Oh, so we don't use. You can just use real life dice.
Yeah.
All right. So just roll a stealth check, please.
18 plus 7, 25.
Okay. You can get as close as you want. All right. So where do you want to go to? Like, how far away from them do you want to be?
I'm standing like right behind one of them and staying right behind them when they turn, like I slip to their side.
Okay. All right. So they're standing there speaking to each other in Elvish. Do you speak Elven?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
They're talking about, let's see, what are they talking about? Their names are Vrim and Vram. And,
Vrim and Vram.
They're talking about, they're guessing, all right, they say things like, so these dabbers go down there. Do you think they're going to come back out this time? And Vram says, I do. I think they're going to go really far down there. And Vrim says, it's just a matter of time before something horrible happens to them. There's terrible, terrible traps down there. And we did just recently hear a rumble that shook the foundation of this place. So, and Vram says, have faith, all right? The dabbers, I feel good. It feels like it's time for another successful group, and we should support them in any way we can. And Brim says, I agree. And your stealth is so insanely awesome. You're just. You also can see, it looks like the entrance to the dungeon. There's stairs that go down, and then there's a door, an ancient, kind of crusty door. So, yeah, they're just talking about the Iron Dabbers, and they seem to have a generally positive opinion of the Dabbers, and are hoping that they are successful.
Can I just, lean my head slowly in between them and be like, so why are you waiting for them?
They scream, ah! They, fumble for their weapons. How could you possibly get so close to us?
Don't scream like that. You scared me.
This is they look at you. You're dressed like a beggar. They look at you up and down. They say, "Ma'am, this is no place for a beggar like yourself. We can give you."
What, saying I'm not good enough to be around here, are you?
Hold on. They get together and they go through their stuff. They give you 20 iron drabs and a canteen. They go, this is mint water. It's water. We put a little bit of mint in it for a minty flavor. It's something.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Thank you very much.
All right. Is there anything else we can do for you, ma'am?
Oh, well, you could mind your own business. And then I walk down towards the door.
Oh, they what? Ma'am. That's the ruins of Castle Greyhawk, a deadly legendary dungeon. We're the guardians. We make sure no monsters come out. And we try to warn people against going in. It's extremely dangerous down there. Are you sure you want to go?
Yeah, well, I need a dry place to sleep. And I open the door, I look at him, and then I dab and go inside.
Oh! All right. They look at each other like, what? And so as you do that, and the door swings open, a mouth appears in the door. And the door, it speaks a phrase. Gosh, I always get it mixed up. It says, waiting for you, what is it? Great danger. Wait, great treasure and terrible danger await. You must gain the one while cheating the other. That's what the door says to you.
Can I shove a clod of dirt in the door's mouth?
Yeah. All right. It's like, whoa, and then it seems like it's very like, and then you like that, and it like fades away. So there's a dark dungeon. You're gonna go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. And where were you guys resting? We left off Gundar and Guzman. You had gotten everything you needed to go into the second demiplane on the second level.
Yeah.
There was the fire, but you got it.
We went
Probably
back in
back to
that
the-
tunnel,
Yeah.
and then we weren't sure. Did the room where the ceiling came down, did that reset? Because I remember okay. So I think we were going back to the orc town.
Yeah.
So Litria,
Yes.
you go down and into a room where there's like names written on the walls in silver, like shimmering text. There's a lone goblin like just standing there, kind of like scratching itself. It goes, "Hi."
Well, hello there, little gobbo.
Hi.
Hey,
Are you one of the dabbers? A new dabber?
what if I am?
They I have mixed feelings about them.
Yeah, well, you're not alone in that.
Old lady, there's a pit trap in here, and if you fall in it, you're gonna break your hip. So maybe you should leave the dungeon.
Or you could just tell me where the pit trap is, and then I won't fall in it.
All right. He says, "My name's Hustlenut," and he gets a stick and he's like, boom, and a trap door in the middle of the room just quick-a-lunk, swings open. He goes, "There's names in there, and all the names of people who died in there. So, if you see your name in there, that means you're dead. So, don't read it, whatever you do."
Okay, I just won't look down there then.
I know where the dabbers are. I can lead you to them. We go down the stairs in my town, and you can go see them if you want to.
This isn't some sort of trick now, is it?
No. Look, I'm too sad for tricks right now. He says, and he chokes back a tear.
Oh no, what's wrong?
There's this guy, this evil dwarf named Obmi, and he turned my mom to stone. And now there's not going to be any more goblins. And there's a golden man running around with all these gems in him. And it's crazy down here right now. It's really crazy, and we're all really sad. And so now we just kind of cry. We don't really. What are you supposed to do?
One moment, I'm tired of being an old lady, and I whip off my disguise.
Oh, wow, that's a good disguise.
Thank you.
I told you already. My name's Hustlenut.
Ah, my name's Lichia. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, he holds up his hand.
I shake it with Mage Hand.
All right,
Oh, okay.
you shake it with Mage Hand.
Yes.
Wow, you know magic. Holy cow! Come on,
Yeah,
come on, lady. I'll bring you to the dabbers.
but you said your mom was turned to stone. Shouldn't we deal with that?
Well, there's nothing the dabbers can do.
What?
Why not?
Because like that you need like a really powerful magic user,
Oh,
and they're powerful. They're not that powerful. So it's kind of
I
like,
only know some magic. I mostly do tricks, I say, and I juggle.
holy cow!
I'm suddenly not so sad.
I'm gonna try.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can't do it. Oh man, I can do one.
Well, if you
Always
keep
charging it up.
practicing, you can eventually work your way up to 2, and then maybe if you work really hard, you can get 12.
Oh, that's neat. I like you. Okay,
I like you too.
do you want to come to our village? I'm not trying to trick you.
Well, I'm supposed to meet the dabbers or something.
Yeah.
But I can come to your village
So we go to
later,
our
unless
village.
they're at your village. In case
Yeah.
I will go to your village now.
We have to go to our village, right? And go down the stairs in my village, and that goes to the orc place. And the orcs are nice, don't worry. And I think that's where the dabbers are. So,
I do hope those orcs are nice.
ready for? We're gonna
Most
go on
orcs I've met have been pretty rowdy.
You have to hold my hand because we're going on an adventure.
Does his hand look sticky?
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit.
Can I wipe his hand off with a handkerchief before I hold it?
Sure.
Okay,
Strange
I do.
customs from the world above. he says.
Well, I'm an elf, you know. Elves. You know us elves and our strange customs.
Okay, so he holds your hand. He leads you through the dungeon. It's basically just a long hallway, and he's like, there's a pit trap here, and there's a pit trap here. Okay, and then you take a right, go in this huge cave. It's like there's glowing crystals that light the cave. They grow out of the ground. Some of them are like 10 feet tall, and they grow in clusters, and they glow. And some of them are blue, and some of them are purple, and some of them are orange. And there's all these goblins, and they're all crying, and they just kind of look at you and just shrug and cry. And he brings you this big pillar in the room. He hits a little secret spot, and a door slides open, and there's spiral stairs that go down. Come on, these are the stairs to the orc place.
Is there a handrail?
No. But it's like
No.
stone wall on either side. So there's no way to. I mean, you could fall straight down the stairs, but there's no like void
I
to fall
wanted to
into.
slide down the handrail.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We should really install those. We're not stonemasons though, so you know. Sorry. Maybe next time.
You have a shield?
Hmm.
Do I have we come with me. All right. He brings you to. They collect like when adventurers die in the dungeon, they take all their stuff. So there's like piles of like broken armor, broken weapons, broken shields, all sorts of stuff. Look at all this treasure we have. Treasures.
Can I take the most intact looking shield
Okay.
and surf down the stairs on it?
Is he coming with you or no?
He can if he wants.
On the shield, or
Oh.
I'm surfing down on the shield.
is he gonna be on the
But
shield
he
with you?
he
or is
can
he gonna...
follow if he
Okay.
wants, but I don't think he should ride as well. 'Cause
Okay.
that is dangerous.
All right, make a acrobatics check to slide down the shield.
21.
Oh my god! Okay, Zoom, you slide down like like a '90s skateboarder, like a kick flip or whatever. Like round, you get right to the landing where the door to 2 is. He runs down like, holy cow! You do so many neat things. I'm gonna try to juggle again. Oh no! My juggling ball is gone forever.
Did he just like roll down the stairs?
That's probably on level 11. But
Oh.
there's a level that's full of dragons down there, just so you know.
I will try to avoid that one
Well, you're probably gonna have to go there sometime. All right.
later.
So the door, he opens the door, and inside is another underground cavern with crystals, but this one is full of orcs. But these orcs are they're like more elvish in appearance than normal orcs. They have long, pointy ears, and they're kind of generally more physically beautiful like an elf is. They have more delicate features than normal. They still have tusks, they still have green skin, but their noses are more formed than normal orcs, and they're still muscular, but they're leaner. So Gundar and Kusamon, are you in there?
Yeah,
Hey, look at that. Oh, look,
we
there's
made
the
it back.
dabbers. All right, so Hustlenut walks up, and so Salem is there, Litria. So you see the dabbers. We'll say that Aurora is off resting, working off an injury.
Yeah.
So Hustlenut holds Litria's hand and walks up to you. Hey guys, I'm still kind of
There's my-
mad about
What?
my mommy, but
Well.
this nice lady, I think she's also a dabber. So I
Oh,
just wanted to just say hi, and maybe you could make friends.
how do you know she's a dabber?
I kickflip my shield forward.
Look at that! Holy cow! You see? You see what I'm saying, guys?
She's gonna fit right in, Hufflenut. And by the way, Hufflenut, we're working on it.
We're working on it. Give us some time, please.
It's on our to-do list.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's literally at like the top of my list of things to do.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
you have a list? Can I see it?
No, my list.
But
My list is pretty chicken scratch. I can't even understand my own notes sometimes.
Yeah, you should probably work on your handwriting.
how am I supposed to help if I don't know what we're doing?
Well, we'll tell you when it becomes important.
I'd rather know ahead of time so I can plan.
Well, right now we just got a key,
I love
and
these.
yes, and we think it leads to another demi-plane. Was it the key to the Mountain of Mirrors?
well,
or-
in this case, what happened was you went to the Fountain of Snakes. You found
That's
this
right.
eternal flame, and you were able to
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
dangle above the snakes, and you got the flame, and you brought it back here. And so the door to this demi-plane is made of ice, and there's this ice face in it
Oh
of
yeah.
a guy who calls himself the Gatekeeper. He says there's no way to get past him, but you know that this eternal flame might be the thing that will force
That's
him to
right.
open his own door self. Okay, so it sounds like Litria, do you tell Salem she's got to go?
Yeah. I tell her that the boss lady wants her for some non-disclosed reasons, which seemed very important and possibly sexual.
No! It's funny because all right, so Salem leaves.
I give Salem a handshake and I tell her to say hi to Rohija for me and all that. I'm like, it's been good adventuring with you.
And again, Lauren, thank you very much for playing. You were awesome at it. It's a
Yeah.
game. I wish you could keep playing, but what are you gonna do? Maybe Salem will pop in again someday.
That'd be sweet.
All right, so Litria, Gusamon, and Gundar, you're in this orc settlement. You know that the orcs worship Zogig as their god. Zogig is the mad god who created Castle Greyhawk, and they have this wheel of fate
Yeah.
that they spin. And the king and queen of the orcs are just orcs who spun the wheel 10 times and got all 10 good results on the wheel. So,
Hey, Litria, you want to spin the wheel? It's pretty fun. Me and Gus both did it. It went pretty well, to be honest.
It allowed me to hold up a stone ceiling.
That's true.
I'm
Wait,
not
before
fond
we
of
go in-
manual labor, so is there any way I can cheat?
well, you can see it. It's called Zogig's Wheel. It's a gigantic stone dial. It's kind of like a thing from The Price is Right, where you just, and it looks partially magical. And on it you see smiley faces and frowning faces. So, some
What's
of the
the
orcs,
ratio of Smiley to Frowny here?
it's 10 and 10.
Before we go on,
Gus and I both got smiley, so
that's true. I've got to know, Litria. Are you a hireling or an adventurer?
oh no.
Only because hirelings seem to only be able to get hit once and they're dead. So we find ourselves in danger quite a bit.
Well, I'd say I could take anywhere from 1 to 23 hits, depending on how hard the hits are.
More than one, you're in.
What?
And I'm gonna whisper to Gundar also, like, and we don't have to pay her 2 gold either.
That's
But
true.
we do have to split the treasure with her.
I mean, with Salem gone, that's not that big a deal. It's about the same.
Yeah.
I try to pickpocket him for 2 gold,
Take a sleight of hand.
specifically.
Sleight of hand, please.
Wow.
Yeah, go for it, man.
That's
Do
a
you take
21.
Go! Alright.
All right, I will deduct 2 gold.
She just pulls 1 gold from each of us.
Yeah.
And then I just switch him.
No,
That's awesome.
this isn't my gold.
They'll never know.
That's awesome.
Okay, so you're standing there with your eternal flame.
It's
Beautiful.
Tasha's Hellfire, right? Is that what
Huh?
it's called? It's called Tasha's Hellfire, right?
Tasha's Hellfire.
Yeah.
And there's some attractive orcs milling about. And in the distance, there's a cave, and you know inside that cave is a huge door with an ice face on it.
Hey, did we get to rest? Because I almost died. Actually, I was like this close to death.
So you guys want to rest for the night?
Yeah, before we
Yeah.
do anything else.
So the
I
orcs,
almost died this morning, Litria.
Why did you do that?
Well, it wasn't our fault. A statue fell through the ceiling and smashed like 3 floors worth of glass in this room, and I got pretty cut up and fell all the way down. Our hirelings died,
That sounds like some poor craftsmanship.
or nefariously good craftsmanship on whoever made this dungeon.
Did you remember to take your gold back from the hirelings after they died?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I show her the money sack that I got. Yeah. Oh yeah.
all right. So
Because if you don't, then it's just going to waste.
Exactly.
the orcs have a hut for you. You can stay in.
Okay.
Much cleaner than the goblin.
You want when you rest? You doing anything special?
No, probably not.
Nah, I don't think so.
Probably just resting, making sure I don't have any more glass embedded in my skin. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably look pretty messed up. They took a million cuts
Yeah.
all over them and stuff.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Alright.
This is what you have to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's all
But
way
we made a lot of
down.
money and got to train up and everything and learn new stuff.
True.
Didn't we have to make that frost guy laugh or something like that? Was that part of the?
I think we just had to melt his
Oh yeah, his.
melt him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make him cry.
Yes. Make him feel something again.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the night passes uneventfully. The next day, you're gonna go up to the door.
Yeah, you don't want to spin the wheel of fortune.
I've seen enough of these games to know that they're all rigged.
All right.
It's fun though. Very fun.
Well, we had fun. Who knows? I don't think anybody got the whoa. did
No,
they?
I don't think so.
No.
You could be the first Iron Dabber to roll whoa. And I don't mean like whoa. I mean like
I knock on the door.
Oh, you mean the ice door?
Yeah.
Okay. So go into the cave. Huge, like 15-foot tall ice. Just a solid mass of ice. In the center of it is an ice face of an old man. He's got a long pointy nose and a mustache with icicles that drip down. And he goes, "Oh, well, came back again, huh? You're not getting past the gatekeeper, so
Again? I'm new.
Oh, hello. You can't get past. I'm invulnerable. I'm immune to everything. You stupid for even trying. No one's
Why
going to
don't-
the Mountain of Mirrors today, my young friend. Sorry. Sucks
Why
to be
not?
you.
Well, that's mean.
Yeah, he's
I mean, can't you just let me past?
it's not very nice.
No way.
Why not?
It's my job to keep this gate. I declare who's worthy of going through, and none of you are worthy.
Why not?
'Cause I didn't want to say his name out loud. Zagig is worthy, but pretty much nobody else is. So
But I need to tell Zagig something.
he's okay. I was gonna say he's not in here, but in a way, he's everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, I need to go through here to
But
get to him because I'm
Zagig
not
doesn't have
good.
anything to say. There's nothing you could tell him that he doesn't already know. Nice try. He's not in the Mountain of Mirrors, so why don't
yeah,
you go
but I need
hang
to
out
go
with the
through-
orcs? You could play Tiddlywinks. I think that's a game of the ball and a thing or something.
Yeah, do you want me to teach you?
No,
Oh.
no, I don't want to do that. That's something friends would do. We're not friends.
Well,
The
we can be
gatekeeper-
friends.
The gatekeeper doesn't like having fun. It's true.
It's not
It's
true.
It's
Just
Why
by
do you like
doing
to
my
do fun?
job. That's
Such a
all.
frosty exterior, but I think Gundar might have something that can help melt your cold heart, frosty face. Right,
Is it
Gundar?
alcohol?
I pull out the torch with the hellfire on it.
Oh no,
See?
he says. No, put that away. Don't be stupid. That's stupid.
I was,
Get
I
out
was
of
just
here.
gonna try to tell him a joke.
Oh,
You
go
were.
for it.
You were. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So get this: a local reviewer in the local paper wrote a scathing review about a small circus troupe. The people working in the troupe were outraged, but most people who frequented the circus said that the reviewer made a fair assessment.
Make like a performance check or something.
Performance 22.
He cracks a smile, and literally some of the ice cracks. He's like, that wasn't funny. Stupid. That wasn't funny. It's stupid. It was a stupid.
Well,
shit.
thank
Hey,
you
hey,
for
Frost.
your input.
Hey, Frostface, have you ever seen the Grimlock's wife?
No.
Neither is he,
I honestly don't get that one.
because Grimlocks are blind.
Oh! Wait, make a performance check. That's pretty good.
It's working! Litria! I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, all right.
Plus,
Big
Nice.
smile on his face. He it doesn't look like he's laughed in like hundreds of years, but you hear him like,
quick, tell him a dad joke, Gundar.
Gundar looks over like, what? What? We're not gonna just melt him? What?
That works too.
I don't understand what's going on here. He's not a very nice guy. That's all I gotta say. And I'm
He
gonna.
doesn't seem too bad. He's
I'm gonna-
just doing his job.
You know, that's an excuse. And I hold out Tasha's Hellfire a little closer.
he says, please. He's actually like the door starts to melt a little bit. He's starting to melt slightly.
It's easy.
All right. Hold on. Back up, please. Back up.
Are you sure? You don't want
Stop, please. Stop.
to?
I'll just open it. All right. I'm opening
That's
myself.
my type of joke right there. Just a prank, bro.
What time did the dragon go to the dentist, Frostface?
I know this one. I love it.
What time?
2:30.
Oh, you hear him like, and he swings open. So beyond him,
I'll
So
be
you're-
here all week.
you're in a cave, but beyond the doorway, you see snowy mountains, and before you is a narrow path on the side of a mountain. So there's like mountainside, and it goes up, way up, and there's snow on it. And to the right of the path is a long drop. And on the other side, there's another mountain wall, probably about 40 feet across from where you are. And that also has a path on it. You don't see a sun in the sky, but it is blue and there's no clouds. It's 11 a.m. it looks like. And when the door swings open, there's the same face on the other side. He says, I bet you didn't know I was two-faced.
That's a pretty neat trick, Frostface.
I like you. You're funny. Let's be friends.
I'm going to make an emotional check here. Oh, gosh, I rolled a natural one. He says, he whispers something, but it's so low that he just goes,
Sort of lean in close to him and say, don't worry. If you don't want anybody knowing that you're friends with someone like me, I won't tell anyone.
He says, I like you too. Get out of here, you idiots! I'm two-faced.
Yeah.
I don't like anybody.
As I walk away from him, I just finger guns him.
Why are these Frostfaces so mean?
He's like,
lighten up.
He's got like a frown, but when you do the gun, like one frown goes up for a second.
Hey, Frostface, did you know the first French fries weren't cooked in France?
What are French fries and what's France?
They were cooked in Greece.
I don't know it. I have no context for any of that.
Oh, wow.
Lands shut.
Wow, that just hit me.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Say, I don't know. I kind of like him. He's pretty cool.
Jesus. Oh, wow.
All right. So you're in this demi-plane. It looks just like a mortal world, but there's no sun, and it's cold. It's not snowing right now, but there's snow everywhere. You're on this path, it's like 5 feet wide on a mountain.
It's
and
a
like
big drop off, right?
When you look over the side, it's like you see mist below. Who knows how far you would fall if you were to fall? So I need to know the order in which you are marching on this path. Who is first, second, and third?
I'll go first.
Okay, so Goosamon is first.
Is this the Mountain of Mirrors? Did we? I mean, in game, did we know that? Or out of
The face is
yeah.
nope.
Oh.
Thanks, Faith.
The path leads to that mountain of mirrors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You still have the torch of Tachu's Hellfire with you?
Yeah.
So you holding it, Gundar, in one hand?
Yeah. I like it.
He tries to like blow it out, but nothing's happening. Alright, so Goosamon is first. Who's second?
Ladies first.
I'll go second.
Alright, so Goosamon, Litria, and then Gundar. Okay.
Hmm.
So, mountain path, 5 feet wide, a little bit of cold wind blowing. The path winds around the mountain. You're going to start making your way there. Check out this mountain of mirrors.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very careful, and I'll also tell him like, "Hey, there's supposed to be a white dragon up there too. That should be exciting."
Oh yeah.
Oh, a white dragon.
Yeah.
I just sound really disappointed.
Hopefully, it's not too big of one, because I think we'd get pretty smoked.
Well, we'd get something. Probably
Yeah.
not smoked. Promise. Yeah.
The opposite.
Mega
Get
smoke.
put on
Ice.
ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, so
Well, let's
everything...
just make sure it doesn't see us.
Yeah.
I blend in perfectly to this snowy environment with my black cloak.
I think I have. Don't I have some kind of camouflage
Maybe. You're a druid. It makes sense.
from being a deep gnome?
Oh, that's right.
Is this considered rocky terrain?
Yeah.
I'm going to stealth. I'm gonna try to be as stealthy as possible.
Okay, so you like blend in with the rock.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Can
everybody...
I-
Camouflage.
Can I like stealth next to him
Oh no.
Yeah, you try, yeah, sure.
using my Mask of the Wild?
Ooh, yeah, okay. So Gundar, it looks like to the observer that you would be all alone up here.
Actually, I don't know. Even with advantage, I got a 10 total on my stealth check. So
Hmm.
I think Gus thinks he is, indistinguishable from the stone.
Got another 25.
Oh
Man!
no.
This is
Ultimate
a good
character.
dice.
All right. So,
Gundar will try to hide. No.
okay.
I don't think so.
So everybody make a perception check.
All right.
Oh. Well,
19.
15.
My God, I actually got higher than Litri on something.
it's a 13.
All right.
Yeah.
So you start walking on the path.
Mm-hmm.
So you're walking on this narrow path. On the other side, there's another narrow path. It's like a 40-foot gap. And there's, it's a mountain there too. So as you kind of move a little bit, you see a cave on that other side. And in the cave, there's two creatures, but, you can't really, from your perspective, you can't make them out until you get a good angle on the cave. But inside, the creatures see you when you see them. There's an ogre, a 10-foot tall, big muscled creature with kind of pale skin, almost white. He's got this huge sword made of black metal. And with him is a flying creature. It's a white dragon, but it's like size of like a large dog. And he goes, "Hey, look, Fang, your lunch over there."
I'm gonna look over and point at the white dragon and laugh and be like, "That's the white dragon? That little thing?"
Just, are you making fun of my dragon?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. He's just a kid. You idiot. All right, so the range is, he picks up like a big chunk of ice rock. He tries to throw it at you,
Okay.
but he's got disadvantage because of the range. So,
Okay.
here he is, +6. So does a 14 hit?
Oh yeah.
You take 11 damage from this.
Hey! Sticks and stones.
I softened him up for you, Fang. But Fang still looks shy and like, it's like, go fly over there and eat him. What's the problem? Jeez.
How far away are they?
40 feet.
Oh. Can I cast magic missiles on the ogre?
Ah! Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, jeez. It's 12 force damage.
Okay, so beams of light cross the chasm. Boom, boom, boom. Strike him in the chest. He staggers back. And that's when the shy dragon looks
Oh no.
and gets real angry. And it kind of flaps up in the air, hovering a little bit, and opens its mouth. And it lets out a really loud roar, and just a little bit of ice comes out.
Oh.
But you hear all around you rumbling. What do you do?
I got him.
This is the danger part, Litria, and I'm just gonna start running forward and looking for
So basically
a
what he
cave
did was
on our side.
he caused an avalanche.
Yeah.
On both sides. So his cave, avalanche, snow comes down, kind of buries the cave entrance. And there's snow and ice coming down right on you. So each of you. So let's see. Gusamon, you wanted to run ahead to try to outrun it?
Yeah, and look if there's a cave on our side, I would duck in.
Okay. Make acrobatics to tiptoe on the little sledge.
So
I would
3
do,
foot
like
5,
to do the same.
80-pound. No, I'm just gonna see what he can do with acrobatics here. 17?
Okay. Run. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Litria, what would you like to do?
I would like to do the same.
Okay, so make acrobatics, please.
Good old expertise on acrobatics. I got 19.
That's good. I'm not saying you do this. I think it's you could surf it on the shield. I don't know how
I
radical you
do
want
it.
I don't know how radical you want your character to be if that
Totally
fits.
radical.
I do that. I do exactly that.
Just not sure how like how ridiculous you want to get. Okay, so literally it's
Take
like
an ollie from rack to rack, kick flips and all that. Whatever
kick
terms.
flips. All right, Gundar, what do you want to do?
I'd like to use that scroll of Autoluke's Resilient Sphere that I have and just create a bubble around me.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, Gusamon, you run, literally, Surf's kind of a little bit behind you.
Yeah, I'm just like,
You're able to outrun or ride the avalanche, and after it ends, big pile of snow. Gundar, you're in a sphere, and there's snow all over the place. You're buried under snow.
I think it would pick up the sphere, and Gundar is just like tossed all around this like big hamster ball. Oh, this isn't what I expected. And they end up at the bottom of the avalanche as Litria slides down all cool and stylish.
oh, you guys went down?
I think so.
Oh,
Oh, I thought she was going.
Oh, we're going to okay.
Down looks like it might be certain doom.
Okay, not
I am
down.
not
Then.
going
But
down.
you stayed where you were, so it looks like Gundar is buried in the snow. You see no sign of the ogre or the dragon.
Well,
okay.
at least it's warm in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like standing there catching my breath. And I'm like, oh, we made it. You okay, Gundar? Gundar?
Just behind you, you see like just a long stretch of a big pile of snow
Damn.
on a mountain ledge.
Well, let's see. You got a shovel, Litria?
I look down at my shield.
Oh my god.
It's too bad this isn't dirt or stone, loose stone.
Well, it's snow, and snow melts, and he has that torch thingy.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be fine, right?
So Gundar, you're in there. What are you gonna do?
Well, for the next minute while the sphere is up, I have Tasha's Hellfire like between my legs, and I get like some marshmallows out, and I cook some. I'm like, oh man, this is the life. and then the bubble pops, and I'm like buried in snow, and I'm gonna try and like make a tunnel with Tasha's Hellfire to get out to where they're at.
Yeah, I mean the snow, like the Hellfire is weird. It doesn't feel that hot, but the snow melts before it even gets close to it. So it's very easy for you to actually make a tunnel through that snow. So
I think I'd probably also look for him from my end.
Okay. So you guys are looking for him, and then you see him just kind of pop out with the torch.
Hey guys.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, see, he's fine. You're fine, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, we're good old seasoned adventurers here.
Why does it
A
smell like
lot of us.
s'mores?
Don't worry about it. What's a s'more? He says, hiding s'mores in his coat.
What is a s'more?
As a player or
No,
Is
as a
literally- oh.
character.
Oh, it's like when you take spun sugar and ground up graham crackers and chocolate, and then you always want some more of them because there's never enough.
True. Not that I know that, but it's true.
I Gundar suspiciously.
That's my secret. I like s'mores. we got a mountain to find. What are we doing? Stop questioning my food tastes.
Okay, so you continue following the path.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it kind of winds and turns, and actually the path becomes a wide ice bridge over the void, and it leads directly to a mountain. And there's no sun, but there is sunlight, and the light that hits it causes it to sparkle and twinkle. And this bridge seems to lead to a large opening in the side of the mountain. So you're at the edge of this long bridge with no handholds. And if you fall off, it's like you just fall into some misty void.
Hey, Gundar,
Hi.
why did we come here? I don't even.
Just explore
Oh, okay. I didn't remember if there was like a.
the great
All right.
magics of Zagig the Mad Mage. It's
That's
awesome.
right. That's right.
That's
So
why.
how long is the ice bridge?
A couple hundred feet.
A couple hundred feet?
Yeah.
We have rope. We could.
I got iron spikes too,
Oh, okay.
and a hammer.
Hopefully it doesn't break anything. But yeah, we could do that.
Could I gingerly try to put an iron spike just to see, like, I don't want
Yeah, it's fine.
tap it in. It's not gonna like crack the whole bridge or anything.
It's a very thick ice bridge.
Oh, okay. So why don't we can use these iron spikes? I got 10 of them. So like
I have
every
10 too.
Oh, hey, we're spike buddies
Yeah.
and dabbers. So we could like space them out every 10 feet or so to make sure we don't.
I just picture like somebody who lives in the mountains, like looking at the bridge and seeing 3 people just like dabbing like.
What's going on down there?
Is there people watching us?
No, there's not. I'm just saying. If this was a movie or a TV show, there'd be like a helicopter shot, where the helicopter's going around and you're all slow motion dabbing on a bridge, Anyway, so you got your spikes.
Yeah. Can I actually go first, and then like after I get a spike in, I use a mage hand to place the next spike,
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
and then like I tie myself off to one spike, and then go on to the one that I just put in with the mage hand, and then keep doing that to progress forward safely.
Okay. All right.
He's got magic too, Gundar.
Nice.
So you're all gonna kind of cross the bridge like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You cross the bridge safely. You come to a huge opening, 10 feet wide, 20 feet high. Beyond is like darkness and mist. And you hear the faint sound of rushing water. And Gusamon, you can't help but notice you smell tremendous fungus smells. Toadstools.
What is
my
the?
God.
What is
Oh
it,
my
Gus?
God, guys. Oh my God! I smell mushrooms and fungus inside.
Oh. Well, we better get in there then.
Yes. And I'm just like kind of almost compelled to walk forward.
Well, again, there he goes. Okay. Well.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna cast locate animals or plants and look for
Oh.
fungus within 5 miles.
All
I
right.
learned the direction and distance.
So basically what you learn is the inside of this mountain is hollowed out. So it's like one
Okay.
big cavern on the inside. And you detect hundreds and hundreds of tree-sized mushrooms and toadstools. They're like trees, fungus trees.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And like it actually, like the little spore cloud around him was kind of like almost like all gathered in the front, like pulling him forward. Like I'm just like lurching forward, kind of like sniffing the air. But that's all around, you say? It's like any particular direction.
The whole inside of the mountain is full of these things.
You're breathing them in right now, guys.
Well, we breathe yours in like every day, so it's not that big a deal, I guess.
Yeah, but this whole place is infused with them. It's like Shangri-La.
So you're at the entrance. Are you guys gonna go in? What would you like?
Oh, I'm going in. I can't even help myself.
Yeah. Gus has gone in. I look at Litria and I'm like, should we follow him?
I think we should proceed with caution.
I agree.
So when you go in, you see wide stairs that go down, and like there's a it's weird. It's like a cloud cover like the stairs are going to go down underneath a set of clouds. The
Hmm.
clouds kind of obscure whatever is inside this hollow building. You can see a couple things though from here. There's a part of the hollow mountain that's cracked open, and a shaft of light is coming through and like hitting a spot on the far side of the hollowed out mountain interior. And also in the very center of this place, there's a huge pillar of ice that goes all the way up to the ceiling, and it too sparkles like the exterior, and it's almost like it's so polished it's almost like a mirror.
Hmm.
But most of what you see is just mist and cloud, and these stairs seem to go down underneath. So yeah.
And I take my bat familiar out of my backpack and have it check out that pillar.
Ooh, you have a bat. All
She's
right.
a bat.
Okay. So you unleash your bat and you have it fly towards this pillar.
Yeah.
This is a very big place. It might be like a mile or two
Oh,
diameter. So, but your bat, can fly. So your bat takes off, and the pillar is described like the size of it. The width is like if 20 elves held their hands together in a circle. That's how wide it is, and it goes from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. It's definitely hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet. And I would guess so. This is the bat, and doesn't the bats have like sonic or something like hypers?
Yeah, blind sight.
Yeah. So it would notice there's creatures in this. It's a mushroom forest, and there's creatures in it, small-sized creatures. And there's a river that kind of cuts this place in half, a wide, rushing river with ice flows in it.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, but this pillar seems like it actually holds up the whole structure.
Hmm.
Okay, so guys, few notes.
Hmm.
That pillar holds this whole place up, so don't melt it.
I put the hellfire in my pocket. I would never dream of that. Never.
And there's a bunch of little creatures down there and a river. And I don't know if those creatures are hostile or not, but I vote we be as cautious as possible because there's a lot of spores down there, and I don't know what those spores would do to us if we breathe them in a lot.
Oh, you're breathing them in right now. They're all
there's-
over you.
It's not a matter of having breathed them in, it's a matter of concentration of spores.
Hmm. It's true.
I'm
That's what I'm
practically
concerned
made of
about.
spores at this point.
Well, then you can take the lead. Congratulations.
I'm
And pat
a-
on the back.
I do want to heed Litria's words though, and I'm kind of like torn. Like, okay, I'll be cautious, but I am gonna cast bark skin on myself, which looks like Zerk wood, which is like a giant mushroom instead of wood. So his skin
Nice.
turns to that, like, kind of just manifests my spores. And be like, see, I'm practically mushroom myself.
Oh, nice. You can be our emissary then.
Hmm.
I will go cautiously, but I am eager to get down there.
Also, can I have my bat like sit on my shoulder and then I can transfer my perception to the bat so I gain the blind sight?
Ooh.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So you're gonna go down the stairs?
Yep.
All right. So you go down the stairs, and So what you see is a vast mushroom forest with like mushroom trees that are up to 20 feet tall.
Oh my god.
You can hear and maybe catch a glimpse of a river, but the water in the river is silver, and there are ice flows in it. And yeah, there's the giant pillar. And in the distance, off to the right, you hear the sounds of like grunting and like clanking noises. And Guzman, you feel a strong fungal connection to this place,
Oh yes.
almost as if like you might be able to. You feel like if you reached out with your arcane senses, you might be able to make a mushroom tree sway, or
Yeah, I'm like
Shrink.
talking. I'm actually like talking out loud to myself, to the mushrooms. I'm like, oh, my friends, I've waited for this moment for decades.
Okay. They kind of twist and tip a little bit. Some of the ones close to you, and it speaks to you. Only you can hear them in your head, but the others do see them twist and kind of regard Guzman, and they say, "Seek the guardians."
What sort of guardians?
They're the guardians.
Okay, I actually am saying that out loud too, but they can't hear the mushrooms. But I am Gus is speaking.
The
out loud.
guardians of the earthen fires.
Earthen fires.
And then a couple of smaller mushrooms like part, and they had been covering up a skeleton of some dead person with a belt and a belt buckle, and in their hand is a gleaming sword.
I'm like, look, you guys, you see that? They're trying to help us.
What kind of sword is it? Like a short sword, long sword?
Whatever you guys want. I don't care. Whatever
Yeah.
works for you.
It's a rapier, and I take it.
It's whatever.
I'll go forward and pick it up. I don't necessarily want it, but you know, they showed me the way. So I'm just going to kind of scurry between these parted mushrooms and
The mushroom trees whisper to you, "The sword of the magus."
the sword of the magus. That sounds cool. And,
Sounds like someone who. It sounds like it's for someone who uses both swords and magic.
True.
Prestidigitation.
I'm gonna say out loud, like, mushrooms. Did you reveal this for my new friend Litria?
I guess so.
Literally, the mushrooms tell me this
The
is
way
for you.
of the fungi is mysterious.
Literally,
Nice.
yes.
I pick up the sword with mage hand.
Okay.
Don't forget to
Breathe.
check out the belt too. The belt might be
Aye.
magic.
Hi. Yeah, I'll go check out the belt.
To your dismay, it's clearly just a crappy leather belt with a piece
Shit.
of garbage belt buckle. But the belt buckle does have the symbol of the free city of Greyhawk on it.
No,
This is a gift from our fungal lords, Gundar.
I'll take the belt buckle.
Okay.
I'll take the
Quite
belt.
snazzy.
Litria, you grab the sword of the magus, and you instantly know a few things.
Oh no.
Sword
am
of
I
the
dead?
magus cannot be broken by
Ooh.
anything.
Wow.
It can only be used by the pure of heart.
That's me.
And if you say, "Great sword of the magus, light this place," it sheds light like the light spell.
Oh, nice.
And it's also +1 to hit and damage.
Oh, that is awesome.
What about the belt?
Just a piece of crap belt. The trees say,
It's a gift.
"It's just a crappy belt."
Nonsense. It's a gift from you to me. You've drawn me here
He
for
was
this
just-
belt, and
he
I'll
was
put it
just
on like
wearing-
reverently.
He was just wearing the belt.
I'm gonna put the belt on reverently, like it's a gift from my fungal
The explorer,
friends.
slain by Mangle, the ogre who wields the blade, elf killer.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice. Litria is an elf.
I think we already killed him, honestly. So
It's okay. I was raised by humans.
Actually, can they hear that, or is it just me? So you just hear me responding
Only
to
you,
these.
Guzman can
Right.
hear the stalks.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, elf killer. Litria is an elf.
And I just say, it's okay. I was raised by humans.
Oh, okay. Guys, the mushrooms want us to seek the guardians. I don't know what they're guarding, though. I mean, clearly the best treasure in Castle Greyhawk is right here, and we walked right in, so.
I mean, they might have some sort of bigger fungus treasure they're guarding. It's possible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I knew you'd like that.
Gundar, you're so smart.
That's what my mother told me.
All right. Well, I'm just fascinated by this mushroom forest and kind of like studying them and making notes, mental notes. Are these like different sorts of mushroom species that I've never seen before?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all weird variants.
I speak can I take one of you with me? Can I pick you? I'm starting a
Sure.
mushroom shrine back in the world above. I would love to have some of your kind
Sure,
join
just
me.
make sure you seek the guardians.
Yeah,
So,
we'll seek the guardians.
so in the
This will be some
grass,
weird
the
fungal
grass
infection.
to the ground, suddenly like little mushrooms sprout up and form a path, like a lane that winds
God.
through the forest.
Come on, you guys, let's go before the path disappears.
So what was this about Guardians?
I don't know. They just said to seek the guardians.
Okay, and we're sure this isn't a trap.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Why would the mushrooms betray us?
Okay.
And I'm gonna
So I'm
pick a
following
couple
behind
of
with
the.
a natural 20 on stealth.
Oh,
I'm not stealthing at all.
man.
Gundar's not stealthy either. He's just walking around, like sort of looking around, making sure everything's cool.
All right, so you follow the path for a while, and the sound of rushing water gets louder and louder, and it starts to get like darker. And suddenly, the mushrooms, which are forming kind of 20 feet ahead of you as you walk, they're always 20 feet ahead. Suddenly, they stop growing, and the trees kind of tilt backward as if in fear.
Uh-oh.
Guzman, you hear, beware, goblins.
Goblins. Okay, guys.
Goblins.
Yes, we should beware. But we're friends with goblins, aren't we?
Yeah,
Oh.
goblins are pretty cool.
The goblins of the Mountain of Mirrors serve Mangle, wielder of Elf Killer.
Oh, hey guys, the goblins of this mountain of mirrors serve Mangle, the elf killer.
What a name.
I'm gonna make a stealth against your perceptions. +6. I got a. Everybody roll a perception check.
All right.
Oh.
18.
I got an 8.
I got a 21.
Okay. All right. So, Gundar. It's like kind of a little darker than it was, and you realize there's movement on top of some of these mushroom trees. You know, they have like caps.
Yeah.
So you see maybe 5 or so goblins, each perched on a different one. And some of these trees are 10 feet tall, 15 feet tall, or 20 feet tall. But they've got ranged weapons, and they were getting ready to attack. So let's all just roll initiative to start with.
Oh.
I rolled really high.
I did not.
All right.
I got a 10.
Okay, a 10 for Litria. What about Guzman?
8.
8 for Guzman. And Gundar.
5.
5 for Gundar. Alright, so this is a surprise round, right? So roll this 20. So for the first round, since Gundar's not surprised, he'll get to go. So I'm going to go, then Gundar's going to go, and then we'll start normal mode.
Okay.
Which actually means I'm going to go again. So, you see goblins up kind of all on the other side, each one perched on a different mushroom top. And they take aim and they shoot at you guys. So there's how am I gonna, let's see, I have to decide who gets one. I'll roll.
For the record, I would like to note that I am still stealthed with a natural 20 on my stealth.
Oh! All right, hold on then. There's 3 on.
I'm just standing way out in the open, and
the
promised land for me.
All right. Guzman, here comes 3 goblin arrows +4. 11. 21.
Yeah, that
You
is.
take 5 damage.
All right.
And a miss. All right.
All right.
And then Gundar. Soup.
Hi.
Number 1. 19.
That'll hit, yeah.
18. 5 damage.
Okay.
13.
That'll not hit. Nope.
And then a lady goblin with an eye patch takes aim at you. She shoots twice, but her second shot has disadvantage. I have looked at the goblin boss stat block a million times, and I never saw that till now. So the first shot,
So what?
she gets disadvantage with her second shot.
Huh.
Goblin boss.
All
I
right.
think, unless I was delusional. All right, +4 on the first shot to Gundar. 22.
Yep.
You take 5. Now I have disadvantage on this one, and I missed. Okay. So, goblins pop up on the tops, shoot down at you guys. They don't see Litria, so pew, 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 pew. And then it's Gundar's turn, while the other two are reeling in shock and surprise.
I'm going to create spiritual weapon up by where the boss is.
Mm-hmm.
So like right behind her, this big flaming mace appears.
Uh-huh.
That's my bonus action, and then I'm gonna try and attack her with it. Why not?
Okay.
It's a 17 to hit.
17 to hit hits the goblin boss.
Very nice. Okay. 5 force damage.
5 force.
Yep.
All right.
And then Gundar's gonna move sort of to the, see if he can hide like behind a mushroom.
Okay.
You know.
All right. So then we go into normal mode. That was a surprise round. I actually go first. So, Gundar, you moved in a way so they don't have an angle on you. So for 3 of them are just going to move so they can get an angle on you, and that's all they're going to do on this turn.
Okay.
And Litria, they still don't know you're there because you were a stealth master. So the other 3 open fire on Gusamon. +4, 17.
Nope, I have my bark skin that I cast away.
Less than that, and 11 + 4, 15.
Nope.
Okay. So for the bad guys.
Bounce off my Zerkwood skin.
Okay. So Litria, there's a bunch of goblins up on these mushroom stalks shooting down at your new allies. What would you like to do?
How tall are these stalks?
Some are 2 are 10, 2 are 15 feet, and 2 are 20 feet.
Okay. And which height is the boss one on?
I'm gonna roll 10 feet.
Okay. I would like to climb up and sneak up behind the boss one and stab her.
Ooh, okay. Make a stealth. These are easy to climb, so.
Okay. That is 15 plus 7, 23.
All right, so
22.
you nimbly climb up. You creep up behind the boss, who had just moved over, and is like, pulling an arrow out to shoot down at Gundar. And what would you like to do?
Give her a good old stab with my rapier.
Okay. With the sword of the magus?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's 13 plus 6.
Gusamon, you
19.
hear a whisper in the wind. Sword of the magus.
Sword of the magus.
Yeah! Okay, so what did you roll to hit?
I got a 19 total.
You stabbed her! How much damage?
Okay, this is a sneak attack, so I think
Oh.
at this level it's plus 2d6, so that's 1d8, and then 2d6 plus 6. So that's 8 for my stab for my normal weapon, and then the sneak attack is a 3 and a 5, so 16 plus 6, 22.
Okay. So, you creep up behind her, you stab her in the back, blood. Looks like her body's gonna fall off the mushroom unless you want to do something.
I want to kick her off.
Stab her in the back. She teeters. Kick her. So, Gundar, you see the body of the goblin boss land nearby.
And I say, "Tremble in fear, for your leader has been slain by me, the great Litria."
Make like an intimidation or something like that.
Okay, cool. I don't have proficiency, so 4.
Okay. They are alarmed big time though that their leader was killed so quickly. All right, is that it for Litria?
Yeah.
Gusamon!
So how close is the closest goblin? Or I should let me put it this way: are any of them within 10 feet, or that I could get to within 10 feet?
Yeah, there's another 10-foot mushroom that has a goblin on it.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to say, "How dare you sully the fungal garden with your filthy goblins!" And I'm going to activate my symbiotic entity and just draw on the power of this mushroom, or this fungal garden. And the spores just kind of like increase around him and get sucked out of the mushrooms nearby. And he's in super spore mode, so he's got 12 temporary hit points, and my spores do extra damage. So I'm just going to move as close to the closest goblin and unleash my halo of spores towards him as a reaction, which does 6 points of poison damage. And
6 points. Okay.
then I am going to brandish my mushroom stock staff and try to whack him with that as well as my action.
All right.
And I got a 19.
Yep.
All right.
Has 1 hit point left. So.
He's going to get the might, the fury of the spores. I rolled 2 poison, 1 bludgeoning and 1 poison damage.
Dead. All right. Okay, is that it for Gusamon?
Yes, and he just stands there looking fierce.
All right, Gundar, it's your
Yeah.
turn. There's 4 goblins left. They're looking kind of freaked out right now. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to. You said there was one on like a 20-foot tall mushroom, right?
Yes, there's two 20-foot tall mushrooms. Each one has 1 goblin on it.
Okay.
There's 2 50 feet tall ones, and they also each have 1 goblin on them.
Okay. I'd like to try and cast Inflict Wounds on one of the mushrooms so that I could do like a domino thing and knock the big mushroom into a smaller mushroom and then knock that into another mushroom and see if I can just knock all the mushrooms down.
So you want to cast Inflict Wounds on one of the mushroom trees?
Yeah.
Is it a roll to hit for that?
It is, yes.
Let's go ahead
You
and roll to
wound
hit.
me.
Probably has
Okay.
AC 10 or whatever.
You're inflicting wounds on me, man.
I know, I'm so sorry. That was a 13.
My heart.
All right,
So-
how much damage does it do?
3d10. Let's see here. Oh, God, that's max. Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage. Necrotic damage.
Ah! Okay. Okay. 21 necrotic to one of the trees?
Yeah.
All right, you shoot it. It shrivels up. It turns gray and hard. It tips. So now make a Arcana to tip to the next one. We'll do Arcana as dominoes.
Okay, let's see here. It's my Arcana bonus. Okay, that was a 14.
Okay, good enough. The next one, Arcana.
Oh, God, that was even higher. That was an 18.
Oh, and the last one.
Oh, okay, that was a 16. Yeah.
Okay. So, you kill a tree, it tips, and then they all tip, and they tip, and the goblins go falling off of the stalks. So, 2 on the ones that are 15 feet high are going to take D6 falling. Okay, so they took 2. Then the ones on the higher ones actually take 2d6. So 4. And they both die! So they're 20 feet up. So they, you know. So there's only 2 goblins left. And
Got it.
Gusamon, make like a Constitution save as the death wail of the fungus like rings out.
I rolled a
in your
natural
ears.
1.
Oh, really?
no.
Oh, so you have disadvantage and you feel the pain of
I do.
the death of the tree. And,
Doug the player also feels that.
I'm so sorry.
all right, that was Gundar's turn. On my turn, the 2 surviving goblins just turn and run. Do you want to pursue them, or
Yes.
all
Yeah.
we don't need to roll for that? Like, what do you want to do with them?
I have my spiritual weapon still. So can I like float it in front of where they're running
Uh huh.
to try and like stop them, and then we can just like grab them or something?
Yeah, okay. So they start running.
Yeah.
Your spiritual weapon blocks them, and they back up. And then what would you all like to do?
Gooseman's eyes turn black and that inky stuff drips out of his mushroom cap, and I'm just going to send all my spores at them to kill them. Or try to.
Dang.
They die. Gundar, a whole bunch of these giant trees and some of the smaller ones, they all kind of tip towards you. And like it gets even darker in here.
Oh,
Guzman,
no.
all you hear is a million voices saying, "Murderer! Murderer!"
Yeah, after they're dead, I'm gonna immediately rush towards them and start like using druidcraft and mold earth and just my nature skills and my herbalism kit and just like, oh my god, I'm like crying over them, trying to like upright them and replant them in the ground.
Yeah,
When
that's,
when I see him do this, can I like just walk up to one and put a band-aid on it?
yes. just a random tree.
Yeah.
All right.
And I like awkwardly pat it and say, there, buddy. It'll be okay.
Thanks, Latria.
Um,
I don't know how this happened. Because I guess I didn't see Gundar do that, so I'm just thinking maybe it was these filthy goblins that did it.
the fog of
Their
war.
foulness.
Oh no, they're all pretty. The dwarf. The dwarf.
Gundar! How
Yeah?
could you? These are my friends.
Gundar, at your feet, mushrooms form and they spell out a word, and that word is murderer.
I'm gonna hand Gundar.
I've heard it before. It's not that big a deal.
Man, maybe you are evil. I'm gonna hand Gundar my herbalism kit and be like, here, you can make it up to me if you help me replant these poor souls.
These are the
We
most
have guardians
literate
to
mushrooms
find.
I've ever seen.
Right?
What was that?
These are the most literate mushrooms I've ever seen.
Mushrooms are very intelligent. They all speak to each other, and they're connected through a network of spores and symbiosis all across the world.
Well, I've never
These
seen
ones,
them. I'm just saying I've never seen them spell before.
Die.
you ain't seen nothing yet, sister.
The
Yeah,
mushrooms
mate.
like fade away, and then Gundar, you see in the dwarven language, which is kind of rune shaped, the word murderer appears.
They know Dwarven!
They know the dwarf.
They know everything.
Latria just looks delighted and like leans down and like, can you do it in Elvish next?
In Elvish, the word yes appears, but it's in Elven, so it's like Kipakla or whatever.
Oh, that is incredible.
And as I'm tending them, I'm speaking gentle words in primordial to them, which is what Gus used to do back at home, because he figures they like the earthy tones of primordial.
Mhm.
Like, there, mushrooms. It'll be okay. Just spread your roots down deep into the dirt.
Okay, so once you've done what you can, which is not much, and you put the band-aid on the thing, it doesn't seem to do much either.
Gundar just stands there with the herbalism kit, like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Just, I don't know, replant them. Move the dirt around.
He sort of kicks the dirt with his boot, like, all right, there we go.
Like
It helps. You helped.
Gundar, like a large mushroom near you starts to quiver, like explodes with spores. Make a
Oh
con
no.
save.
That's their way of thanking you.
Now I have a question. Is this poison? Is that advantage if so?
No, it's just
Okay.
dust.
That's a 12.
Okay, all right. So you kind of get out of the way, but that would have gotten your eyes and been very irritating. So,
Ugh.
It's okay, guys. He doesn't get it.
like, whenever Gundar's near these toadstools with the mushroom tops, they kind of tip as if they were furrowing their brow and darkly regarding.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He's a dwarf. They don't get it, guys.
Again, in the wind, Guzman, you hear, "Seek the guardians," and then
I know. I just want to
mushroom
make
path
sure you're
appears.
okay. As long as you guys are gonna be okay. And I'll point to the goblin bodies and be like, "Hey, there's some food for you, by the way."
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I would like to take as many arrows off those goblins as possible.
Oh yeah, did they have anything else on?
Goblins. Yeah, they probably have.
Aren't
Actually,
you? You're a smart adventurer.
there's no coins in this.
Could always use more arrows.
True.
You know what they have on them, actually? Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Little diamonds.
I
Wow.
take as many as I can in my hands at once and yell, "Diamonds!" and I throw them up in the air.
You each get, let's see, there's 6 goblins. So you each get a total of 500 gold worth of diamonds.
Wow.
Wow.
They're small.
I'll take it.
Oh, by the way, I'm guessing we left our cart in Orktown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, you might have left your dungeon card. Yeah, there's really no way to take the dungeon card on the path.
Yeah,
It's no big deal.
so we need hirelings for.
Gusamon, in the wind, you hear the phrase, "Earthen fires."
Earth, wind, fires.
No,
Games?
no, earthen fires.
Oh.
But how many arrows do I get?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Mm.
Let's see.
They want us to go to a boogie wonderland, guys.
I love that place.
Earth and fires.
I know.
And
just-
Sounds awful.
they spell it out. In no,
Oh,
earthen.
earth and fire.
No.
Earth and fire.
Earth.
Like fire that's made out
EARTHEN.
of earth.
Mm.
I thought it was earth that was inside of fire.
Earth and
Oh no, see the
fire.
mushrooms?
No.
Oh, they probably
Oh.
wrote it out in primordial. You don't understand that. No, earth and
Yeah,
like
in the
fire
chat,
that's made out of earth.
Thunderbird's got it in chat.
Oh.
Earthen. Yep. All right, goblins. They have short bows. Dang, they probably each have 20 arrows. You're looking at frickin', what, 120 arrows if you want them.
I'm just bristling with arrows.
And they've each got a scimitar. And
Oh,
the boss
nice.
lady's got herself a bunch of javelins. 5 javelins.
Oh,
Does anyone here do javelins?
I actually, Aurora does, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, she does.
So I'll
I'm gonna
take
take-
those for Aurora.
Yeah, I'll just shove those javelins in your pack. Maybe a couple scimitars in there too, just in case.
Oh, all right.
I mean, you never know what you can use a scimitar for.
It's true. I mean, we could just like throw them at people. So
I mean, if we run out of like spikes, we could use them as spikes. Maybe like shove them into a wall, make some stairs. A lot of things you can do.
Yeah. Man, you're smart.
jeez.
Okay. So,
All right.
once you've
Alright,
we should
looted
follow
the
this path.
goblins of their precious diamonds and bows and arrows and whatever,
Bon appetit, mushrooms.
the mushroom path appears and wants you to go forward.
All right.
You hear earthen fires. Are you gonna keep going?
Yeah.
So, the rushing of the river gets louder and louder, and unsurprisingly, the path takes you to the river. And you see on the far side, the path forms and continues. The river is of silver water. It's about 30 feet wide, and it's very fast. There's a lot of ice flows on it. So, like, the water goes fast, the flows go a little slower. And it looks like the path continues on the other side.
And the water looks like silvery, like you can't see through it. It's like, opaque kind
Are
of.
we talking like mercury?
It looks like, silvery. Yeah, you
Okay.
can't see
Oh.
in it. It's kind of
Interesting.
reflecty, metally a little bit. It's kind of like in Terminator,
Yeah.
Judgment Day,
Yep.
when he gets all globby. It's like that.
Can
Good.
I drink my canteen of mint water and then fill it up with this silvery water?
It's a lot of mint water to drink in one shot. You gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I also have a water skin, and that's full.
Okay. All right. So you drink your mint water, which is minty and fresh, and makes
That's
your
good.
breath extra fresh, and it smells great and tastes great.
Advantage on charisma checks.
Probably,
It looks
if
really
you're within
refreshing,
5
let's
feet
see.
of your target, yeah, I would say
We're just
you
sitting
gotta
there looking at it.
you gotta really like breathe right now. Yeah. So you fill your canteen with this weird silver water. Yeah.
I cork it up and I save that for later.
Cool. All right.
It reminds me, we have water from that well too, don't we, Gus?
Oh, from the other demi.
Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, we're in a demi plane. We're not even like in the dungeon.
Yeah.
We're in another plane.
Oh jeez. Well, I think we gotta jump across, guys. Like Frogger style, go across these ice floes or something.
All right.
Do any like mushrooms go up like really high over it?
Hmm.
Probably, yeah.
Because I was hoping we could maybe attach a rope to one of these mushrooms and make a swing.
Oh lord.
Ooh, a swing.
We could do that. Oh god. Yeah, I'll give you some rope. I mean, if you want to try, I mean, why not?
I will try.
I'm gonna assuage the mushroom. We'll be like, okay, we're just gonna tie a rope around the trunk, okay?
So, when you do that, like a tall mushroom tree, like bends over, so you can just tie your rope around it. It'll go back
Oh,
up.
cool. I really
Thanks,
can't tie it
mushroom.
around.
You hear, Sword of the Mages.
They really seem to like that sword.
Earth
I hold the sword aloft.
Woo.
It's like zero, like light lens flare. All right, so you tie around the tree. Tree's like 20 feet tall. Is that tall enough for you?
I guess. How far can we get with that?
It's like 7 times as tall as me.
So you tie it up near the top, and your plan is to kind of back up, run, and then just swing across.
Yes.
All right, so who wants to go first?
I'm going first. It's my plan. I'm going to do it.
All right, so sounds like, I don't know, an acrobatics or an athletics, I guess.
Acrobatics.
All right, Latria backs up. Burp-a-dur.
18 plus 7. It's 25. Getting a lot of 18s.
My god.
18 plus 7 is 20. Oh my god. All right. Well, you do it in a spectacular fashion.
I'm from the circus. I have expertise in acrobatics.
Do you do like flips and stuff?
Yeah, I do a full like double flip and then I land in a bow.
That's amazing. Holy crap.
You feel compelled to throw gold at me?
10. All right. Who is next? You watch Litria just freaking swing across and do a bunch of flips, and the trees are awed into silence.
I call back, don't be afraid to pray for divine guidance. I know it's hard.
Well, Gundar doesn't really feel comfortable messing with these mushrooms right now. He's afraid they're gonna like drop him if he tries to swing across. So he's like, I'll give it a shot.
You're gonna swing on the.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll just like cover my eyes and run, try and grab it and swing across. Oh wow! Holy shit! That's an 18.
Okay. So, grab the rope. You start running and swinging, right?
Yep.
But to your dismay,
Oh no!
the tree sabotages you.
I knew it! I knew it!
So you start to swing, and it tips down real quick and just
Oh!
ploops you right into the water.
Oh god!
Make a dexterity save.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, what's my bonus here? Oh, that was a 2. I don't have a bonus, so it was a 2.
Gundar splashes into the water and loses hold of the rope. So the current is like, and Gundar, now you can hear like a really loud rushing noise in the direction that the current is flowing.
Oh no.
You kind of hear like weird cracking noises. So yeah, Gundar is in the water. Guzman, you see Gundar is in trouble, and the trees say, "Murderer, drown!"
I say, okay, did that? Hopefully that helped him learn his lesson. I'm gonna rush forward. And how close is he to the edge of the water?
15 feet.
15 feet.
Okay.
Can I cast mold earth and hopefully make like earth from the bottom of the river like go up to like stop him so he can like stop him from moving?
Okay.
Or try that anyway.
Mold earth. I don't know. Just make like an Arcana to see if you can pick the spot. Do you have to see the earth that you're molding? I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, it's true you do. Damn.
Well, let's see what it says.
And it's only a 5-foot cube, so if he was 15 feet out, it wouldn't get him.
Oh.
And I use my mage hand to grab rope from his pack to pull out to Tim.
Yeah, I just want to wait. Like, we're kind of in turn mode now, so I just want to see what Gusamon wants to do in his turn, and then Litria can go.
Okay.
Man, I really don't have much I can do. My rope's back on the bridge.
Dang.
My staff isn't long enough to reach him. Can I try to appeal to the taller mushrooms and be like, come on, you guys can grow back. He's a foolish dwarf.
Make a persuasion.
All right. Come on. I'm gonna charge my die up, Sean.
Oh no!
Whoa!
I'm stealing from your DM toolkit.
Oh, goodness.
I got an 18 plus. Actually, it might be a minus.
You hear a mushroom tree go.
Yeah, 17.
Okay. It goes all the way back down and kind of blocks Gundar from being pulled further. All right, now Litria, it's your turn. Gundar would have got dragged by the current, but there's the cap of a tree is kind of preventing him from being dragged. There are ice flows coming right for him, though.
Oh no!
Slowly, very slowly.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to try to grab rope from his pack and pull it to me, and then try to pull him out.
Okay, so you reel him in. Okay,
yeah,
that works. You get Gundar to safety.
Fuck you, mushrooms!
Hey!
Murderers now!
That mushroom just saved your life.
Gundar. Burn your whole dang forest down, you motherfucking.
Very rude. I think you
Gundar.
should apologize to those mushrooms.
No, I'm not apologizing to mushrooms. No,
Why not?
no. I'm done.
Just explain to them that you weren't aware how sentient they were.
It's not a problem for me.
Mushrooms appear in the ground at your feet, Gundar, and they spell in Dwarven, "We saved you, bitch."
I just like stomp on the little mushrooms. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Then nearby, a bunch of mushrooms form in the shape of a middle finger.
They say, okay, guys, next time he's on his own, but thanks. I appreciate it.
And I have my bat fly across and deliver guidance to him
Sure.
while he swings across using my wood elf magic.
All right, so I get my little stubby 3.5 foot, 80-pound body, and I back way up.
So you get an extra D4 to your roll.
Get all ready to go make this jump. And it's acrobatics, you said?
Yeah.
Fungus, don't fail me now. 11.
Did you add the D4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, really? Okay. So you're trying to jump across on the flows?
No, I have to swing on the rope.
Swing on the rope? Okay.
Yeah.
So your roll was not quite good enough. But so you're swinging and you're starting to like lose your grip, but then like a treetop like kind of make sure you make it to the other side safely.
Oh, does like a treetop from the side that we're on go over and he like slides down the cap to us?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
So you're on the shore of the Silver River, and you
And
hear
I'll
like
use Mage Hand to retrieve my rope.
Yes.
Mm.
You hear twinkling noises to the right, down the bank of the river a bit.
The twinkling of the guardians, perhaps.
Well, we can ask the mushrooms, I guess.
Or maybe
They're good at
it's
spelling.
maybe it's Twinkleheart.
Mm.
Remember Twinkleheart and Cinnamon Falls and
Uh,
what was it? Beauty Lace.
Yeah.
Something
Yes,
like
I remember those
They're
noteworthy
Nixies.
characters.
Yeah, they're Nixies back in.
that. Oh,
Orc
that's
Town.
right. The Nixies,
Oh,
right.
I forgot.
Right.
Yeah, when you were in when you were in the orc place, you did see off in the distance like a lake with beautiful nixies in it, and one of them was named Cinnamon Falls.
Why are they named that? Do they taste like cinnamon?
Because
Maybe.
they're magical.
I thought about checking.
I think asking would have done
Ah.
well enough.
That's also,
Yeah, just walk up.
also
It's not cinnamon at all.
Yeah.
twinkling noises.
All right, Gundar gets out like a towel and he like dabs himself all off. Yeah, iron dab.
Oh, he dabbed.
Damn it.
We have a quota to fill here.
And then he just like heads towards the twinkling. He's so done with these mushrooms. He's like, "Ugh."
There's like a little pool of water next to the river, of regular water. And in it are just large chunks of ice, kind of in a pyramidal shape or rough. They come to a point.
That's what the twinkling's coming from?
Yes, and you do see actually on each one of these little rocks, which are like, say, maybe a foot or two big,
Mhm.
tall. And when you look at them, they twinkle like the column and the exterior of the mountain of mirrors.
As we're approaching, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself too, just to kind of brush up because I was down pretty low.
Okay.
And we are at a small pool filled with stacks, so kind of like one of those little stacks, like that somebody might have made and left in the wilderness. Like it doesn't look naturally stacked up. It looks
These
like
are
somebody...
chunks of ice.
Okay.
Kind of like ice flows, but they're small, and they're all kind of roughly triangular shaped or pyramid shaped.
Okay.
They're all sparkling. And the pool of water is 10 feet in diameter. It's very shallow, it's just a couple inches.
That's new. All right.
So would one have to walk into the water to like reach the ice pyramids?
No.
Oh.
No. Can I cast Detect Magic on it? Just
Yeah.
Okay.
Alakazam.
So one of them they're all magical,
Uh-huh.
but
Ooh.
one is like got super powerful magic.
Oh.
The types. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure what type of magic it is, but dang.
It's a type of magic, yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll point it out to everybody else and sort of I'll head over towards it.
The strange clumps of ice begin to move. They glide
Oh.
slowly towards you, Gundar.
I put my hand on my mace, but I don't pull it out or anything. I'm just like, okay.
They look like ice, but they talk and move. Faces form on them.
Are you the guardians?
They say, the largest knob glides forward. It says, "We are the guardians. We have been the keepers of Shinafria for all time. We are the elements of the earth. We are here to protect and use wisely the earthen fires your people call diamonds.
Oh. We were supposed to seek you.
We hollowed out the mountain and built the great dome and the ice pillar. For centuries we were alone, building, mining, and existing peacefully with nature. Then the monsters came. At first only a few, then more and more. They brought death and destruction to our peaceful mountain. They care not for the beauty of the earth and fires. They only collect them out of their foul greed. They're not satisfied with a portion of the earth and fires. They want all that Shinafria holds. There is only one way to stop the monsters from destroying our mountain and taking more. That didn't happen. We must destroy Shinafria and begin again. If you are willing to help us, we will help you. If you refuse, your chances of escaping are slim.
Well, I'm all in. I'm all about making sure the Earth stays in balance. That's like that's my shtick.
Oh, we came here to clean out monsters anyway, right?
Yes, and make
Earth and fire.
yeah. I got fire right here.
But not all the earth and fire, just some of it, right?
Yeah, I don't think I could carry all of it.
Yeah, I don't think the Guardians would like it.
Mm.
Hey, will the Sword of Mages help us against Shinafria?
You hear
I whip out the sword.
all of these
Mages.
all of them say in awe, the sword of the mages. Yes, it will. As will your magical flame. The way is difficult and dangerous. It will require bravery. You may not survive. The pillar is the key. You must bring it down. Once it falls, the entire mountain will collapse, burying all the evil beneath it. After a time of healing, we will once again rebuild the mountain and live in peace once more. We have used our mirror of souls to read your thoughts. We know you to be honorable and trustworthy.
Well, some of us. We'll get there.
That is why we will trust you with the mirror of souls, our most precious possession. You hear a crackling sound, and part of the guardian shatters and falls to the frozen water. Embedded in its body is an enormous diamond as big as your head. A ray of sunlight somehow filters down from the dome and is caught by the huge gem. The light divides into 1,000,000 bright beams so brilliant that you stare at the diamond as though hypnotized. This is the mirror of souls of Shinafria, the most beautiful of all earth and fires. With it we can look into the hearts and souls of others to see their strengths and weaknesses. We also use it to call other earth and fires to the surface. You must find your way through the mushroom forest and into the ice cavern by the side of that way.
That way.
Travel in darkness to try to avoid the many wandering monsters. When you get to the cavern, you must use the mirror of souls to catch the rays of the sun. You must direct the beam of light at the ice pillar. If you can hold it long enough, the ice pillar will melt and the dome will collapse. Remain in the cavern during this time and you will be safe.
Wow, you really did read our thoughts. I was thinking that the whole time.
Will the mushrooms be okay?
No.
Good. I like this plan. Let's take this plan down.
What will happen to them?
They'll be crushed.
Will they regrow along with you
Yes.
and you guys?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's just a cycle of life and death. See, don't worry, Gundar. The mushrooms will never go away completely.
That's all right. As long as these mushrooms die, I don't care.
I look down at the mirror of the souls and I lick it.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Why have you licked the mirror of souls?
I was curious.
It looks like a giant sugar cube or something.
Well, sometimes it does get cold enough that your tongue might stick.
Oh, okay. I won't do that anymore.
One thing you must promise us besides not licking it again. Once you have destroyed the dome, you must leave the Mirror of Souls in this cavern. It must remain in Shinafria. You may then leave with our blessing and the knowledge that you have helped to destroy a reign of evil. Guard the Mirror of Souls with your lives. You are now the last guardians, the last hope.
You know what this means, you guys?
What?
Got ourselves an honest to goodness quest.
Question. Why does the Mirror of Souls have to stay here? Gundar says he picks it up and like cradles it like a baby.
Oh, you grab it?
Yeah.
It's cold and heavy in your hands. Yeah. That's all the flavor. Okay. It's cold and
That's
heavy in
it.
your hands. It's a diamond, and it's got like a flat top, and it's got and then a point on the bottom.
Hey, Guardian.
I like this.
Yes.
I heard there's a white dragon down here. Is that true?
Fang.
Or was that
Fang, the white dragon?
Oh, that little thing?
That was the little
Pet
thing.
of Mangle.
Ah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I have Fang?
Yeah, it's up to you. That is beyond our imagining.
Hey, can I have a player question?
Yes.
In my little section of scrawled notes about this demi-plane, I wrote down links on cap. What the hell does that mean? Does that ring a bell for anybody?
Oh man,
What did that
I
have to
think-
do with something?
I think in the well in the first demi-plane you saw a lynx sitting on a mushroom cap,
Oh, okay.
like a cat lynx. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Oh, right, a lynx. Lynx. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a lynx here. You
Oh.
might meet him.
Okay. Yeah, I had
All
it
right.
sectioned off. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
So they want you to take the Mirror of Souls, bring it to a spot in the cavern, and reflect the sunbeam into the pillar in the center of the place. That'll melt the pillar and collapse the whole building.
Okay.
Kill all the bad guys. And but
they want us to
ask
leave it
you
here.
to leave that diamond there. So,
What would happen if like someone did take it like out?
all of the this is like if in my head this is a movie from the 80s where there's smoke from a smoke machine, and each of these is a practical effect where the mouths move a little bit, and that's about it. They all kind of awkwardly turn towards you, and just kind of look at you like,
Well, I'm just asking a question. Like, if the bad guys got it and left with it,
we
what would
need
happen?
the Mirror of Souls to rebuild the Mountain of Mirrors, Gundar. And
Okay.
Gundar, like a huge swath of ground, like mushrooms pop up, and like the words, "What the fuck, Gundar?"
I'm like, to the mushrooms, I'm like, he doesn't like you. You're not helping.
Can I pull Gundar aside for a second, have a little private chat?
Sure.
I like have my arm around Gundar's shoulder. I'm like, Gundar. If they rebuild the mountain after we take it down, that means they'll be growing more diamonds, and we'll be friends with them. So that means we can just come back and get more diamonds.
That's a good point. All right. No, that's fair.
In the wind, you hear
Fair.
earth and fires.
Okay. We had our chat. We're all on the same page. We're good.
So you've got your Mirror of Souls. You've got your quest. That seems like a good place to stop for this week.
All right.
Next time, you will try to get over there and reflect the light, melt the thing, and collapse the whole place.
Okay.
Hopefully avoiding the attention of Mangle the Ogre and his pet white dragon, who apparently literally wants to try to capture.
Oh, Mangle was
Yeah.
the elf killer.
Mm-hmm.
Mangle wields Elf Killer, the sword.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. The sword is.
It's a black sword of evil magic called Elf Killer.
It's always a black sword. Always.
Mm-hmm. All right, so want to do plugs before we go? Thank you everybody for watching. Do some plugs. Doug, do you have any plugs for us this week?
Sure. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Longshotist, and I'm going to be at Gen Con in a couple weeks, so with Nerdarchy Crew. So if you see me there, please come up and say hello. And speaking of Nerdarchy, we just launched a new book called Mage Forge, which has a bunch of new magic items, a new type of magic item, new weapons, new properties, and all kinds of stuff over at the Nerdarchy store.
Cool. Kika, you got any plugs?
Not too much. You can just find me on Twitter at twitter.com/KikaVO, where I tweet out whatever shows I'm on. So yeah, that's about it for right now.
Awesome. What about Dylan Ramsey?
This Saturday on Sean's channel, Power Square RPG, here on Twitch, we're going to be doing more Peril at the Port. And my character's dead right now, so it's going to be interesting stuff. Yeah. That's it for me right now.
Yeah, so, yeah, let's see. Ready? Tonight, D&D channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, re-airing Waffle Talk. I'll be in the chat saying hilarious, funny things that you really don't want to miss. So, you're probably going to want to be there. Then, Saturday, 3 p.m., I'm going to run Peril at the Port. That's Dinosaurs versus Pirates. And then 6:30, we're going to do the second part of the Lich Queen's Begotten. We're playing through the DM's Guild adventure written by MT Black, which has been really awesome so far. Sunday, we're going to do Dungeon Academy, where the group is actually going to... They got their Spelljammer. They're going into space. And then, Tuesday, on the new Waffle Talk, special guest, Anna Prosser Robinson, a.k.a. Evelyn.
Wow.
Crap my pants. And then the following week, I'm probably definitely going to have a very special guest on one of my Power Score RPG shows. I don't want to announce it, but just keep your eyes peeled. Maybe you'll see someone you might recognize. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. And remember, remember Greyhawk channel. We got shows every freaking day.
Yeah.
I believe Lindy's got Vecna Lives tomorrow night, which I'm sure is freaking awesome.
And Grant has Queen of Spiders.
Yes,
right,
which I am on.
Queen of the Spiders. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
And aren't you on another, like some about the plains with Mordenkainen?
No, I'm not. Grant.
Sean.
Yeah, I'm on Mordenkainen's Path of the Plains. That was yesterday. Grant filled in for 2 weeks. I believe Shane will be back the next week. And and we're in hell. So it's a whole thing. And we're hoping to steal a Hellfire engine. That's kind of what we're hoping. And last episode, my character Odos likes Lux, another character. So my character just happened to be doing like pull-ups, which I think it went over really well. So everybody check that out. We'll see you all next time. Thanks.